Alaska Nanooks hockey, lots of practices, no games until next season, but I guess practice makes perfect. Garrett Pyke joins us, sophomore defenseman at 6'1", 190. Toronto, Ontario. How's a kid from Toronto end up in Fairbanks, Alaska?
Yeah, I'd say Toronto and Alaska are pretty far apart, but Coach Largen scouted me when I was playing juniors in Oakville, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, I look at the resume. I can remember Wayne Sawchuk came from Kenora, Ontario, and obviously Kyle Marino from Niagara Falls. So it's very rare that we get anybody, say, east of Winnipeg, but we're glad to have you. 15 games, you had 3 points, all assists as your first year. You got 15 games in. Obviously, you probably wanted to get a few more in, but it was your freshman season.
Yeah, I think it was a good freshman year. I learned a lot from a lot of the seniors, and this year I was looking forward to a little more ice time and more opportunity. But obviously with COVID, things didn't go as planned. But we're training hard right now, and I'm really excited for next year.
Well, you're an offensive-minded defenseman. You played for 3 seasons in the Ontario Junior Hockey League for the Oakville Blades. That 2018-2019 campaign before you came to Fairbanks, 54 games, 12 goals, 43 assists for 55 points, and even more, an impressive postseason. That was a great experience for you.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, our team, we made it to the Nationals at the RBC, and that in itself was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And my team back in Oakville, we were able to win our championship within our league, and a lot of those guys to this day I hang out with and I keep in touch with. And on that team actually is Harrison Israels, who's our teammate this year. So, yeah, it was a great year, and it was a great team.
We get a lot of our players, again, from the western side of things. Do you see any difference in hockey, say, from the east side of Canada to the west side and up to Alaska, or is hockey just hockey? You're playing on ice?
Between the different divisions, I'd say junior hockey, there's a little bit of a difference. I mean, I would say the Ontario Junior Hockey League where I played, it was more of a get the puck deep and change, that type of play, where you go to the BCHL and it's a lot more skill. But I mean, obviously all across Canada, the players are good. So, yeah.
And on top of that, you go from where you can be a little bit more physical in the juniors, fighting happens. You got to tone it down in the collegiate level there. Did you find that a hard thing to have to do?
Not for myself, no. I wouldn't consider me the biggest fighter in juniors. I would say I was a bit more of a skill guy. So try to stick to that game.
What are you doing right now with the practices right now to make you a better hockey player when we start playing in 2021, 2022 as an independent?
Yeah, well, personally, I think I'm working on picking the puck up at the blue line and making plays and working on getting the puck to the net. But I think our team and our coaches have been doing a great job of setting up really skilled practices for us so we can get better and we can prepare for next year.
Think you got a chance to maybe put your name in the record book for the Nanooks? I look at guys like Don Lester and even our old coach Dallas Ferguson. These guys scored a lot of points as defensemen. Looking at your numbers in your final year in juniors, you think you can duplicate that in the college ranks?
That's the goal. That's what I'm working towards. I'm hoping to help the team more offensively next year, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do that, and I'm preparing for that season.
Business administration major, how's school going for you?
School's going well. Probably a lot more time right now to focus on school without any games over the weekend, so it's going really well.
Any favorite NHL team? Maybe the Toronto Maple Leafs. Any favorite NHL team for you?
Oh, you nailed it. Yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm a big Toronto fan, so I'm always tuning in, and they got some good skill.
There you go. Hey, good luck. Continue your hard practices. We want to see you back on the ice. Before you know it, it'll be hockey time in Fairbanks again.
Yeah, thanks, Checker.
You betcha. Well, the Nanooks hockey season rolls on a different type of fashion. No games, just lots of practices. Chase Dubois joins us here, the redshirt freshman. Chase, you had last year off. This was going to be a banner year for you, and now it turns out to be all practices. How's it going for you so far?
It's going good. This is all I know basically is show up to the rink and practice. So it's the same old for me. I mean, obviously I want to play games and get after it, but it's nice to be able to train and have that extra year to get ready. I guess I've had 1 year last year. Now I have another year this year. So no excuses come next fall.
Williams Lake, British Columbia, Canada. I got to think that as you grow up, you start to walk, you probably put ice skates on, skating on the lake. Am I pretty correct on that assumption?
Yeah, you're pretty correct. Age 4. My family lives our old house. We used to live right on the lake there. So it was nice to get out and go on the lake. And yeah, early ages, 4 or 5 years old, I was on skates, starting young.
You get to go to West Kelowna, BC, the Warriors. You played for that team for 3 years. You had quite a season in 2018, 2019, where you scored basically better than a point a game. I think you had 62 points in 58 games in one heck of a postseason.
Yeah, West Kelowna is an unbelievable place. It's one of the best places to play, in my opinion, especially for junior A. Great organization, and yeah, I was lucky to get in there. It was a rebuild year, my first year, because West Kelowna just came off of the RBC Cup, winning the national championship. So it was a bit of a rebuild year my first year. So I was able to get into the lineup and not be scratched ever. So that was big for me and my success. And obviously getting to play in year 2 and year 3 really helped out. And I was able to play with some really good players and had a really great season. And Alaska took notice of that, and I was able to come up here after that.
Yeah, tell us about the journey, how you got recruited from your place where you grew up and played junior hockey and got to Fairbanks, Alaska. How did it go?
It was a bumpy ride. I'm not gonna lie. It was a long process. I obviously, being a redshirt, I wasn't eligible, and talking with Joe Howe and Eric Largen, both of my coaches, they were really interested in me and were willing to put in the work of getting me through clearing house and all the stuff I needed to do to get eligible. And they really helped me a lot. I really had only 2 options. It was either was here in Alaska or play college in Canada. So I really wanted to play in the NCAA, and Largie and Howie really helped me out to get eligible. And yeah, I'd say July, all the papers were in order and all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed, and it was perfect. It ended up well, and it worked out well, and now I'm up here and I'm loving it.
Not by choice, with us not needing to have a season this year, but you've had another year to practice. Makes you even more hungry to get back in the ice come next season.
Exactly. I was really looking forward to this year to be able to get out on the ice and show everybody what I got. And unfortunately, with COVID and everything, we weren't able to travel and be able to play games. But yeah, it just gives me an extra year to do some work on my body, get bigger, get stronger, faster, and be ready to prove everybody what I can do next year.
And getting closer to getting that college degree. So that'll be behind you a little bit. You can concentrate on the skating and playing hockey for the Nanooks come next season. Chase, good luck. We hope to see you on the ice come next season.
Thanks, Checker.